What's up, family? It's your guy Rich and welcome back to the channel. We're coming at you today with Don't Stay in School. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. And as always, if you guys have any more request videos, you can either comment those down below in the comment section, or you guys can DM those to us via social media. The links to all of our social media accounts will be in the description box below. But without further ado, let's jump straight on into this video.
I wasn't taught how to get a job, but I can remember dissecting a frog. I wasn't taught how to pay tax, but I know loads about Shakespeare's classics. I was never...
I see where this is going. I see where this is going. And I've always said this. Kelsey will tell you this. Like, I've always said this about school. Like, school should be a bit different. Like, why the hell do I need to know the cells in a leaf, son? Like, why the fuck does that matter? You need to teach me some life skills along with all of that irrelevant shit, you know? Like, why do I need to know the cells of a leaf? Like, what the fuck? Unless I'm going into that kind of occupation, which I think high school should be a little more occupation specific. But that's a whole nother discussion. Like, it's like, son, like, a lot of the shit that we like sent to read, and like, why the fuck do I need to know about Joe Blow's book? Like, why the fuck is that significant to my life? Tax dollars are getting sent to you to teach me this bullshit? For what? Why do I need to know this? You know, but anyway, let's keep it rolling.
But taught how to vote, they devoted that time to defining isotopes. I wasn't taught how to look after my health, but mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Never spent a lesson on current events. Instead, I studied the old American West. I was never taught what laws there are. I was never taught what laws there are. Let me repeat, I was not taught the laws for the country I live in, but I know how Henry VIII killed his women. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Glad that's in my head instead of financial advice. I was shown the wavelengths of different hues of light, but I was never taught my human rights. Apparently there's 30. Do you know them? I don't. Why the hell can't we both recite them by rote? I know igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks, yet I don't know squat about trading stocks or how money works at all. Where does it come from? How does the thing that motivates the world function? Not taught to budget and disperse my earnings. I was too busy there rehearsing cursive. Didn't learn how much it costs to raise a kid and what an affidavit is, but I spent days on what the quadratic equation is. Negative b plus or minus the square.
Bro, he is speaking straight facts right now, son. Like, I've been saying this. Like, it's time that this education system changes. Why am I paying for a stupid ass education system? And I understand you need to have a basic understanding of life and everything around you, but why do I need to know about, like I said, why do I need to know about the cells of a damn leaf? How does that benefit me versus knowing the value of money, knowing how much it really costs to have a baby and the ramifications of all of this? Because as we see, parents are getting younger, like they were getting younger and younger and younger. I mean, you see teens, I mean, just going at it without a second thought, because they aren't taught about this or all of this. They're taught about the damn cells of a leaf, and then I taught them, what about taxes and, like he said, human rights, and like, what the you know, like, there's some stuff you should know. There's some stuff you should know, but something as dumb as the cells of a leaf, like, why the fuck do I need to know that? I do need to know how to manage money. You know, I think that's pretty damn important in how money works, where it comes from, you know, how that all flows. I need to know that. Maybe I should be taught about the stock market as well. You know, that might be a great idea too, don't you think? But
root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. They made me learn that over basic first aid, or how to recognize the most deadly mental.
Taught you that over basic first aid. I like that. I like that. Instead of teaching me that bullshit, teach me some basic first aid so I can go save somebody that needs it.
How to recognize recognize the most deadly mental disorders or diseases with preventable causes, or how to buy a house with a mortgage if I could afford it, cause abstract maths was deemed more important than advice that would literally save thousands of lives. But it's cool, cause now I could tell you if the number of unnecessary deaths caused by that choice was prime. Never taught present day practical medicines, but I was told what the ancient Hippocratic method is. I've got a headache, the pain is ceaseless, what should I take? Maybe try some leeches? Could we discuss domestic abuse and get the facts, or how to help my depressed friend with a mental state? No, but learn mental maths, because you won't have a calculator with you every day. They say it's not the kids, the parents are the problem. Then if you taught the kids to parent, that's the problem solved then.
Speaking facts, they say the parents are the problem. If you taught the kids to parent, then that's the problem solved. Mind blown. Such a simple concept. The parents are fucking up the kids. Well, why don't you teach these individuals in high school how to be a proper parent? Maybe that should be a lesson versus a squared minus b squared equals c squared. Like what? Shraggy? You know, like
then all this advice about using a condom, but not for when you actually have a kid when you want one. I'm only fluent in this language. For serious, the rest of the world speaks too. Do you think I'm an idiot? I chose the solo over the political system, so like a typical citizen now I don't know what I'm voting on. Which policies exist or how to make them change. Mais oui, je parle un peu de français. So at 18 I was expected to elect a representative for a system I had never ever ever been presented with.
more people need to see this, goddammit. Shit!
But I won't take it. I'll tell everyone my childhood was wasted. I'll share it everywhere how I was educated, and insist these pointless things don't stay in school.
If you can't explain why a subject is applicable to most people's lives, that subject should not be mandatory. Taxes. A class, a lesson should be taught on taxes. It is applicable to everyone's life. Every single person has to pay taxes. Even if you get around paying taxes with your job. When you go to the grocery store, guess what you're paying? When you buy gas, guess what you're paying? When you buy some clothes, guess what you're paying? When you pay your bills, guess what you're paying? You're paying taxes. Being taught about taxes should be important. Once again, being taught about the different types of rocks should not be important. What the fuck does that do for me? I know what type of rock I stepped on. Oh, cool, bro. Oh, I know that rock right there. But I don't know how to manage my money, so I'm broke. Doesn't that sound backwards? I know what the fuck I'm stepping on, but I don't know how to manage the one thing that is putting a roof over my head or putting food onto the table. I don't know how to manage it. I don't know how to control it. I don't know how to make it work for me. I know what type of shit I'm stepping on though. Doesn't make any sense. I like how he said at the end, introduce those topics. Wait, where was it? Introduce those topics, yes, but we should choose if we want to learn more. Sure, you can introduce the topic of teaching me the different types of rocks in the world. But give me the option on whether or not I want to learn more, or if I want to learn about taxes and how to manage money. Sure, you can introduce the topic of the different types of cells of a leaf and how intricate a leaf actually really is. But give me the choice to decide whether or not I want to learn about a leaf or learn about how to give basic first aid, or how to console a friend that's in dire need. Give me the choice. Don't teach me about something that I will never fucking use versus something that is crucial to not only my own life, but to other people's lives. You know, like if everyone was walking around with a basic understanding of first aid, just the basic, just to keep someone going until paramedics could arrive. You know how many lives could have been saved? How many people wouldn't have had to die? I'm not saying it's like a cure-all, end-all to, everyone's death. Absolutely not. But some lives would have been saved. But instead, this person knows about the rocks that the individual in question was laying on, but they don't know how to help that person. Does that even make any sense? It doesn't. Like, some things in life are just so stupid. And I said this in just the last video I checked out. Some things in life are just so dumb. Like, if people would stop and like truly analyze them and think about it. You don't even have to analyze it. Just stop and just think about it. Why the fuck are we teaching our kids about this when we could be teaching them real life things that are actually going to help them be productive in society? We complain about all this other shit in society, but we aren't teaching the kids how to be productive in society. We're teaching them all this other shit, but once they get out into the real world, does that even matter? You know, like, it's just so crazy, man. It's just so crazy. Shout out to, who is this? Shout out to Boyinaband. Shout out to him. Speaking that real. Spoke facts. Something that I've been saying for a long time now. Just learning about stupid. Just wasted 18 years of my life. Wasted. Not totally wasted, but a lot of it wasted. Learning about things that I have yet to use and will never use. You know? Could have spent that time teaching me another language, as he said in the video. That might have been helpful. Just saying. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the video in the comment section below. Make sure you guys leave a like. Before you go, hit the subscribe button, as you guys already know, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video, man.